Alright, race fans, welcome to MaxSpeedTV. Today we are bringing you the DSRL Saturday Series presented by MaxSpeedTV. We have just a few moments here and we will be green flag racing here for hot laps. So hang tight with us and we will be right back to let you know who is going to be coming out first for their set of hot laps. For anybody that is new out there, the way this will work, they have 4 laps to do the fastest lap they can. And then they will be going to heat races, followed by the trophy dash, the B main, and then the feature race here tonight. We don't look like we'll have enough for a C main, so again there will only be a B main and a trophy dash, and then we will go feature racing here probably within the hour. Well, at least in about an hour we should be going to that feature race. So hang tight with us, and we will be right back. Alright folks, we are back. Yellow flag has been displayed here. We are out of red flag state and we will be hot lapping here before you know it. Coming out onto the track is going to be Corey Henry, Paul Crumry, Danny Waller Jr., and Zach Rounds. Again, they will have 4 laps here tonight to set the fastest lap they can, and based on their hot laps, that will determine where they start in the heat race. Based on the amount of drivers here tonight, we'll keep an eye on it. We may have just enough for a C-main, so we will keep an eye on that and let you know as soon as everybody runs hot laps who is going to be going where once that settles down and the dust clears here tonight. So again, we will let you know as soon as we know, as they are pulling out onto the track, currently riding along with the 28 machine of Zach Rounds. Alright, green flag is in the air for hot laps, round number 1 here. Again, we're riding along with Zach Rounds. This will not be a lap heat, it's going to count right here. So this next lap right here will be his first official lap. So we will see just what he can do as he's going to be coming out of turn 4 here now. And this will be his first official lap. That will put him on the pole right now with a 14.371. Followed by Corey Henry with a 15.443. Now he's in 4th. We'll see if he can complete. He does, jumping to 1st with a 14.3133. Followed by Zach Rounds back in 2nd now. Paul Crumright currently in 3rd as he just completes that lap. Will not be faster, but it's 14.485 to jump to 3rd. And Danny Waller Jr. with a 14.511 currently in 4th. Zach Rounds up top with a 14.286. Just an amazing run there by him. So he's going to put it all out there. Corey Henry now passing him back with a 14.271. Alright, that will conclude their 4 laps. Yellow flag will come back out. Coming on to the track now is going to be Evan Black, John Batista, William Evans, Bob Raimondo, and Nate Davis. Now we might not have Evan Black. He is new. Haven't seen him before. So we will keep an eye on that and see when he's going to come out. He may have just not known what was happening, so he will be coming out a little bit later. Alright, John Batista will officially be coming out onto the track, followed by William Evans pulling out onto the track now. Bob Raimondo and Nate Davis are going to be your 4 cars. So, again, Evan Black will come out later on tonight. He is not coming out in the round 2 of hot laps here. Alright, green flag is in the air. John Batista here going to be running his first official lap right after he crosses the line here. So this will be his first lap. So we will stay with him as he completes this lap, see what he can do. Then we will jump around from car to car to see what these guys are putting in time-wise. Currently, that will put him in, as we soon as we get that time, in 3rd place with a 14.449. William Evans with a 15.071. Bob Raimondo with a 15.003. And Nate Davis back with a 15.073 currently. So we'll see if he can capitalize and get a faster time right here when he comes by the line. And he will do so with a 14.394. William Evans currently in 3rd. with a 14.326 as he's going to cross the line there. That will not be a faster lap there. John Batista in fourth with a 14.339 as he's going to cross the line, see if he can get any faster. With a 14.330, so it is faster, but still staying in fourth place, as that will conclude their 4 laps of hot laps there. Alright, going to be coming out for the next group of hot laps here is going to be Dustin Sizemore, Roger Wagner, Brad Dyer, and Steven Renaud. We do want to remind everyone, if you are new here, please give us a subscribe. We have all types of racing going on, whether it's dirt or asphalt, just about every night of the week. Also, if you like the race here, make sure to give us a thumbs up and let us know you like it. If you don't, well, then give us a thumbs down. If you're just a troll, do so too. But if you really like the racing, give us a thumbs up. We do this multiple times a week. Alright, and we should be getting the green flag in just a lap or so. These guys can get these engines warmed up a little bit. Riding along with Steven Renaud right now. Alright, green flag is in the air for the next set of hot laps here. Riding along with Steven Renaud as he's going to cross the line here and start his first official lap. We will see just what he can do. Coming into turn 3, going out of turn 4 here in just a second. So we'll see what he has. Currently 12th, and he will improve on that to 6th place with a 14.354. Dustin Sizemore currently in 10th, but he should improve on that as well as he crosses the line there. They will stay in 10th with a 14.586. Brad Dyer currently in 7th with a 14.472. He will not improve on that one. Much more enough, but not enough to pass 7th place. Roger Wagner jumping to 5th place right now with a 14.344. So that will again put him in 5th. So he is our 5th fastest driver here in hot laps. So we'll look back, see what he can do this time by. And he will stay in 5th as that will conclude his hot lap. Steven Renaud hitting the wall there just a little bit, so he is done as well. Brad Dyer turning that engine off and calling it quits. So that will bring out the yellow, and that will conclude this round of hot laps. Alright, coming out on the track in just a second for the next round of hot laps is going to be Michael Hembold, Jess Vold, Craig Levan, and Johnny Bell. All right, we have them coming out on the track now. Again, this is Craig Levan and that 610 machine coming out onto the track, along with the 86 of Michael Hembold, the 004 of Jess Vold, and the 76 of Johnny Bell. They will be getting the green flag in just a few moments here. Johnny Bell going to cross the line here at pace speed. Alright, green flag is in the air. 004 of Jess Vold going to complete his first lap here in just about 10 seconds or so. So he is up to speed and going around this track. We'll see what he can do. This will be his first official lap right there as he crosses the line. Going to run a 14.544 to put him in 11th place. Michael Hembold jumping to 13th, now 14th with a 14.858. Craig Levan running a 14.590 in 14th. Michael Hembold back to 15th. Johnny Bell jumping up to 9th with a 14.479. Let's see if he can improve on that time right there as he crosses the line. He will not do so. Check back to Mr. Jess Vold, new to the series in that 004 machine. He will improve to 12th now with a 14.509. Michael Hembold jumping to 9th with a 14.460. And Craig Levan back in 14th right now with a 14.519. We'll see if he can improve on it there. He does not do so. Jess Vold 9th place. Michael Hembold 10th. Johnny Bell 11th. And Craig Levan 14th is how they are going to finish. Moving on, we already have the next group of guys ready to go at the end of pit road here. So we have Aaron Theriot, Danny Breeden, Justin Chapman, and Tim Smith. Alright, these guys are coming out on the track now. You're riding along with Aaron Theriot in the 83 machine here. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Having some issues with our trading paints loading. We are getting trading paints loaded now to get that taken care of. Hopefully we can get the correct paint jobs on here tonight, as they should be loading in here shortly. Alright, green flag is in the air. We're going to ride with Justin Chapman in that 57 machine for the first lap around, as he's under speed now. We'll see what he can put up for time-wise. His first lap will be a 16.646 in 17th place. That will not be his fastest time for sure, as he's a fierce competitor in this league. We'll ride one more time with him, and he know he will improve that lap right there, as he does, jumping to 4th with a 14.327. Check it back on Aaron Theriot, currently 16th with a 14.601. Not as fast as 14.535 is his fastest. 18th place right now, Tim Smith with a 14.767. Danny Breeden now to 18th place with a 14.748. Tim Smith now to 3rd place with a 14.297, dropping Chapman to 5th with his current time. We'll see if he can improve on it even more, as he may do it, may not do it. No, he is not going to do it that time. So that will conclude their 4 laps there. So coming out on to the track now is going to be Evan Black, James Pileski, Jack Fries, and Brandon Kreutz. We have quite a few new drivers slash only drivers that have only been in here a handful of times, with Brandon Kreutz, Evan Black, James Pileski, and Jack Freeze. All four of these being fairly new drivers to the league. So we have seen James Pileski and Kreutz before, but Evan Black, not sure if we've seen him racing here before. He's obviously been a member, but Jack Freeze is really new, as this is his first race, as the green flag has dropped once again. This is our last set of hot laps here. Jack Freeze is going to be starting his first lap this time by right here, so we'll see just what time he can put in. Alright folks, that will be his first official time, dropping him, putting him up to 10th with a 14.356. Brandon Kreutz with a 15th place time right now, 14.473. Evan Black still in 22nd with a 14.605, with Jack Freeze now in 10th with a 14.356. Now Evan Black jumping to 14th with a 14.428. Jack Freeze jumping once again with his last lap there to 7th with a 14.338. If he can complete on that anymore, he will not do so. James Pileski currently 11th fastest with a 14.358. Brandon Kreutz jumping to 12th at the last minute with a 14.358. And 14th place, 14th fastest right now, Evan Black with a 14.400. That will conclude. We have one driver, Barry King, just now connecting. So we will see if he is going to be able to run a hot lap. They probably will tack him on the back of a heat race, as he was not here in time for hot laps. Alright folks, again, we have just a small little break here. While we do have a break, we do want to remind you we have racing going on multiple times a week. Sometimes, like tonight, we have 2 races going on at the exact same time. One asphalt, one dirt. So you can choose which one you like to watch, but we recommend you go back and watch both of them at one point. So definitely go check them out. Rudy's over there on another broadcast right now. But either way, if you like iRacing or in racing in general, give us a subscribe and make sure you give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Because again, we do this multiple times a week. But we will be right back with Heat Race number 1 here very shortly for you. Alright folks, while we have just a little bit of a break here again, they are getting those lineups ready for heat race number 1. We should have about 5 heat races here tonight before we go into the Trophy Dash. We do want to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by T&D Rustic Decor, HRE Motorsports, and Performance PCs. Check them all out on Facebook today and let them know you heard about them from our broadcast. Performance PCs carries all your water cooling needs and upgrades for your computers that you will ever need. T&D Rustic Decor is pretty much what it says. They are all your rustic decor needs that you want. They are located in Oklahoma, so check them out on Facebook, and if you're in the area, go by one of their stores. And HRE Motorsports, one of the fastest growing teams here on iRacing, and they are racking up wins in some of the biggest leagues here on iRacing. So again, check them all out on Facebook, give them a like, and let them know you heard about it here on the broadcast. And again, we will be right back with heat race number 1. Alright folks, we are back again, just moments away from heat race number 1. Lineups are set and they will be rolling out very shortly. We have just a few more moments here, folks. We do want to remind everyone, make sure you subscribe and give us a like if you like the racing. We do have a race planned when we get to 3,000 subscribers. We will be having a money race for drivers and for you fans here in chat. So make sure, if you like it, give us that thumbs up and give us that subscribe, because you could be walking away with money. We will giving away, I believe it's $60 to the drivers and $60 here in chat. We will break that up among several different drivers and several different fans. That way everybody has a chance to win a little bit of money. So be sure and check that out, as the yellow flag is coming out now. So we will go racing here for heat race number 1 in just a few seconds. Alright, heat race number 1 here is going to be starting in just a few moments. This is going to have Justin Chapman, John Batista, James Pileski, Jess Vold, and Craig Levan those are going to be your 5 drivers here in heat race number 1, folks. So hang tight. They are getting them nice and tight and lined up here the way race control likes it, and then they will go green flag racing here very shortly. Alright, green flag is in the air. Justin Chapman getting a terrific start. That is exactly what he needed if he wanted to stay out front, as he has fierce competitors behind him. John Batista battling hard. James Pileski, haven't seen him in a while, but he is definitely putting on the moves right now. That is what he needed to do if he wanted to stay out front, and he is doing it. James Pileski is a fierce competitor. Just haven't seen him in a while, so we will look to see him up front tonight. Right now, it's going to be the closest battle is between them two. Pileski almost getting into the back bumper of John Batista, but does not do so. Clears him easily in the back by at least a few inches. Oh, but Pileski spins the 04 of Jess Vold. That will bring out a caution, as Vold is upside down right now, or at least on his side, almost flipping it over. But James Pileski will be the one that spun him around. So that will bring out caution number 1 here in heat race number 1. And for the official count here, if they let Barry King race tonight, there will be 25 drivers, so that is not enough drivers for a C main unless they decide to go ahead and throw one anyway. We usually need 27 drivers for that. So we will have a B main, a trophy dash, and the feature race after heat races. So again, hang tight for that, hang with us, and we will be green flag racing here in just a second. It's going to be a good battle, I think, going on tonight. We have a lot of known fast drivers in here, especially notable Chapman and Batista running up front right now. That is going to be a good battle. Both of them will automatically transfer to the trophy dash and the feature race here tonight based on their current positions. So we will see if the 610 of Craig Levan can get by them or not. But that is going to be the spot we watch most, as green flag has dropped once again here in heat race number 1. Chapman still getting a awesome start. That is exactly what he needed to do. John Batista falling a little bit back behind him now, but he's going to try to dig and keep digging as hard as he can. Right now, probably the bottom is going to be where it's going to be at. Later on, it may move up a little bit as that cushion moves up. But right now, they're all sticking it to the bottom as far as they can, trying to get all the moisture out of the bottom of that track. James Pileski was in 3rd after spinning the 004 of Jess Vold. Is now in the back, having to work his way through the field. Those are the guys going to the B main right now. So we will see how they finish right there. Those 3, the 610, the 004, and the 93. While they are all going to the B main here, you still want to finish as high up as you can to assure yourself one spot higher in that B main, because it is not an easy task to get through the B main to go to the feature here. So we will keep an eye on these 3, as Chapman has pretty much pulled away. He does have John Batista about 2 to 3 car lengths away in the turns, but in the straightaway, Chapman has got about a 5 car length lead. So he is pulling away in the straightaways, and that's where it's important, is that's where the start-finish line is, right there in the straightaway. So we're going to have to keep an eye on these guys and see exactly where they finish. As of right now, those are your 2, Justin Chapman and John Batista, going to the trophy dash. A nice little battle going on between the 93 and the 004, as it looks like that will end heat race number 1. Your finishing results are going to be the 57, that is Justin Chapman, John Batista, Craig Levan, the 93 of James Pileski and the 004 of Jess Vold finishing out in 5th. So that will be your official results for heat race number 1. Alright, coming out onto the track now is heat race number 2 drivers. Going to consist of Corey Henry, Jack Freeze, Brandon Kreutz, Michael Hembold, and Dustin Sizemore. So I would expect to see some good racing here. We know Dustin Sizemore can put up a good battle. Corey Henry can put up a good battle. But Jack Freeze, brand new to the series, so we'll keep an eye on him. Brandon Kreutz, fairly new to the series. And Michael Hembold has been around, so we know he can put up a good battle as well. He is not real new, but he's not very old either. Haven't seen him but a handful of times compared to some of these other drivers that have been here week in and week out. So we will definitely keep an eye on those guys. Most notably, the 727 of Jack Freeze on that outside pole for heat race number 2. Everybody getting into position. We will see if the green flag drops this time by. Green flag is in the air. The 03 of Corey Henry getting a tremendous start right there. Back a little bit further in that 44 machine. Another new driver, Brandon Kreutz, battling another new driver, that 727 of Jack Freeze. So we will keep an eye on those two, as that is a cutoff position for the trophy dash. First and second again going to the trophy dash, everyone else going to the B main. So we have 2 new drivers again battling for that position. Well, veteran Corey Henry pretty much dominating this race, but for how much longer we don't know, as Brandon Kreutz is coming along with Jack Freeze right there on the bumper of Corey Henry. We might see a battle for the lead here, folks. Jack Freeze in that 727 machine is diving hard into those corners to try and catch up to Corey Henry. I just don't know if he has enough momentum he needs as he loses a little bit coming out of turn 4 and going into turn 1. He gains just a little bit right here. You'll see him suck back to the back bumper of the 03 of Corey Henry, and he just loses it right here. We'll keep an eye on that. A little further back, Dustin Sizemore trying to work over Brandon Kreutz in that 44 and the 16 machine, seeing if he can get by him. Again, that is for 3rd and 4th position right now. Both of them going to the main here just a little bit. And leading up the back of the field here is Michael Hembold in that 86 machine in 5th place. Corey Henry still up front. No pressure really. He's got some the 727 again. That is Jack Freeze right there. He's got a little pressure now, folks. He might have some competition for that lead here in the next lap or so. We will see which comes first, this race ending or him possibly having to run for the lead. Right now he just does not have it right there. He does in turn 1 and 2. But he loses momentum right here going into 3 and coming out of 4 as Corey Henry is just going to have all the momentum right there. And that is where you need it, folks. That is right at the start-finish line coming out of turn 4. So we will keep an eye on these guys. They're putting them in a nice little battle here tonight. I just don't think he's going to have enough, folks, because they're going to be winding down on laps. And they should have about maybe 2 laps. Yep, not even that. That heat race is over. So your official order will be Corey Henry, Jack Freeze, Brandon Kreutz, Dustin Sizemore, and Michael Hembold. So they will finish almost how they started. Pretty much they may have started or finished exactly how they started, for that matter. So that will again conclude heat race number 2. Heat race number 3 coming out onto the track now. It's going to include Zach Rounds, Roger Wagner, Brad Dyer, Johnny Bell, and Danny Breeden. There with the hooks. False green. Thought we were going green that time by. We are not. Getting these guys a little bit in order here. Alright, we should be going green this time by. And out on pole for this heat race number 3 is Zach Rounds, followed by Roger Wagner, Brad Dyer, Johnny Bell, and Danny Breeden. Alright, green flag is in the air. Zach Rounds getting a tremendous start there, but we never know. Roger Wagner may have something for him. Those two are good buddies, but they will not give each other any slack when it comes to racing. It's all for the win here. If you don't win, you're just the first loser, folks. So, right like that. Oh, we thought he was going to get by him, but he isn't going to do it. Roger Wagner dove it in, but couldn't make it stick and had to lift without hitting Zach Rounds. So we got Johnny Bell going around, though. Not sure if that will bring out a caution or not. He is off the track, so it does not look a caution. Will not come out, folks. These guys are going to keep trucking forward. Roger Wagner's going to try to get back by Zach Rounds. He's lost a lot of momentum when he had to check up there to not run into him coming out of that corner. A little further back, Brad Dyer is in third, followed by Brandon Breeden in fourth. Over that, Johnny Bell currently off the track as he did spin. He may have self-inflicted. We're not sure. We might get a word with him in when we get a chance during a break and see what happened there in this heat race number 3. Still Zach Rounds out front. Roger Wagner trying to do everything he can to get by him. He just doesn't have it. Ever since he lost that momentum, he has not been able to catch up to the back bumper of Zach Rounds. But I'm sure he's going to keep digging and put everything he has into trying to catch him. And we don't have many battles going on here. Got 4 cars left out on the track. So we will keep an eye to see if any of these guys do put up a nice little battle. But right now it's going to be Zach Rounds and Roger Wagner locked into the trophy dash for the A-Main here tonight in just about an hour or so as we get to that race. We still have a nice full night of action-packed racing coming your way. We still have a couple more heat races, the trophy dash, the B-Main, and then your feature race here tonight. So hang tight with us, and we will get to those shortly. But right now, still all about Zach Rounds right now, followed by Roger Wagner, Brad Dyer, and Danny Breeden out here on the track right now for heat race number 3. We might have a little battle going on right here between Danny Breeden and Brad Dyer. We will see if Breeden has anything for Dyer, as this race is winding down on laps now, and that will actually conclude heat race number 3. So your official results are going to be the 28 of Zach Rounds, the 31 of Roger Wagner, Brad Dyer, Danny Breeden, and Johnny Bell are going to be your official results for heat race number 3. Alright, heat race number 4 coming your way right now. It's going to have Evan Black, Danny Breeden, sorry about that, Evan Black, Paul Crumrye, Bob Ramundo, Tim Smith, and Nate Davis. Those are going to be your 5 drivers for heat race number 4 here tonight. Alright, and we did confirm there will be 5 heat races. So we have 1 more heat race to go before we go into the trophy dash here tonight. Again, we should not have a C-Main here tonight. We will get that information to you as soon as possible if we are going to go ahead and have a C-Main with 25 drivers or not. But again, we are not sure at this point. It just depends on what race control decides. Typically, we will not. It will go directly to Trophy Dash, then the B, and then the feature race with only 25 here, but we will clarify that and let you know as soon as we know after heat race number 5. Alright, green flag is in the air for heat race number 4 here. Tim Smith in the 38 machine getting a great start, followed by the 36 of Nate Davis back in second place. Paul Crumrye in third right now, getting a good start. That's what he needed to do. He had a pretty good race last night in the 410, so we'll see if he can capitalize on that this time around in these 360 sprints Same track, different car. So we will look to see who's going to be up front and who is going to be not up front, folks. So these are two different cars, two different types of engines. One's 410, one's 360. Some of these guys are a lot better at one than the other. So it will be interesting to see if he can duplicate that or what will happen. Bob Raimondo taking up the back of the field right now. We'll see if he's going to pick up the pace and get up to the front. He definitely has got to if he wants to have a chance at making it to the trophy dash. He's dead last right now. Evan Black just ahead of him, putting on the moves on Paul Crumry. He may try to get by him in turn 3 and 4 here, as he has to blatantly check up there not to run over Paul Crumry. He will lose a little bit of momentum, but he will regroup and try to ensure in the next group of turns, which should be turn 3 and 4 now. We'll see if he can gather it back up and try to get by him. Looks like he will not this time. Take a look up front. It's still all about Tim Smith, followed by Nate Davis. Those are your two drivers going to the trophy dash and the feature race locked in, which will be coming very shortly after this race. This set of heat races, we have one more heat race to go, as we might have a little bit of a battle again between Paul Crumry and Evan Black. Evan Black in that 92 machine trying to get by Paul Crumry in the 8 machine. We will see. It's the Outlaw versus Evan Black. That is one of his nicknames, Outlaw, there on that 8 car. So we will see just what's going to happen here, as they've got a nice battle going on for 3rd and 4th. Again, he almost gets to his back bumper and has to check up and loses a lot of momentum. That is not what he wants to see when he's trying to get by him. And these tracks seem to go one groove the last couple of races, so we will see if it becomes a multiple groove track. If it does, it will make for some great passing here. If not, it will be not such great passing, as that will conclude this heat race, it looks like. So it will be Tim Smith, Nate Davis, Paul Crumry, Evan Black, and, well, they're already coming out to clearing the track, so we will not get to last place there. But coming out onto the track now is going to be our last heat race here, folks. They are getting this going extremely fast here tonight. That is what we like to see, them getting up and going, knocking these races out fast. That way you do not have to sit here all night to watch some good racing, as it will be happening very quickly and soon. Well, this one will have William Evans, Stephen Renaud, Aaron Theriot, Danny Waller Jr., and Barry King, who again did not complete any hot laps, so he will be tacked on to last place in this race here. So we will see where he finishes. This is heat race number 5 and the last set of heat races that we will have here tonight. Alright, green flag is in the air. Great start by the 7-Eleven of William Evans. He's going to try to stay up front, but Stephen Renaud is no slouch. He definitely knows what he's doing here, and he is going to try to get by that 7-Eleven of William Evans. But we will see. That again is for the trophy dash. Both of these guys locked in based on their current position. But we'll see if Renaud can get by Evans. Both of them, again, very fierce competitors. Neither one of them want to lose. So we will keep an eye on both of them, looking a little bit further back. Aaron Theriot in that 83 machine may have some competition from Danny Waller Jr. here very shortly, as both of them are also great competitors. Barry King had some bad luck in the last race, getting flipped over, ending his night. So unfortunate for him, but hopefully Barry King can do a little bit better here tonight and have a little bit better luck. So we will keep an eye on that. But out front still is that 7-Eleven of William Evans. Hot on his tail, though, is the 115 of Stephen Renaud. So that is going to be a battle here, I have a feeling, because Stephen Renaud is very fast. But right now, William Evans is having none of it. He is just dominating this track. Running a little bit different line, too. That may play a factor in it. William Evans is closer to the bottom. Stephen Renaud a little bit higher up, at least in 1 and 2, 3 and 4, they're running just about identical lines. And Williams going to move up a little bit. He may have found something there. At least he didn't want to possibly get past by Renaud, so he's going to run the same line. It makes it very difficult to pass him. We will see what this does. We'll take a little bit further back in the field here. Still Arian Theriot in third, followed by Danny Waller Jr. in fourth and Barry King in fifth. Not a whole lot of battling going on. These guys are just holding their position where they are. So we will check again up front. That is going to be our closest battle we have going on. That's from first and second, Evans and Renaud. Is Renaud right there again on the back bumper of Williams, but he does lose a little momentum here going into 3 and 4, and they are running short on laps. There's not going to be many more left here tonight, as that should conclude heat race number 5. Yes, that will conclude heat race number 5. It's going to be William Evans, Stephen Renaud, Aaron Theriot, Danny Waller Jr., and Barry King is going to be how they finish here tonight, folks. So that will conclude heat races. We will be right back with your trophy dash. Unless they have a C main, we will find that out in just about a minute or so. We're going to get that clarification from race control and let you know, but I do not believe we will, so we should be going to the trophy dash in just a few moments. Alright folks, we are back after that little commercial from a upcoming race we have going on, so make sure you stay tuned for that. It's coming up October 4th and 5th. We will be covering that from DSRL and the ADLMS, but they are getting ready for the Trophy Dash here, folks. These guys will be coming out for that race. Again, this should be a good race, folks. This is your first and second place finishers from the 5 heat races, so we'll have 10 drivers here. These guys are already locked into the feature race here tonight, but they have to at least battle to figure out where they're going to start in those first 5 rows. So this is your fastest 10 drivers of the night right here, fixing to battle it again for the Trophy Dash. We did find out from race control there will be no C main here tonight, so these guys will lock it in. There will be 10 of them, so that will only leave 10 spots. We only take 20 drivers to the feature race. So when we go to the B main, we will take the top 10 drivers. Everyone else will go home tonight. So we will be checking for that to see who's going home and who is going to be continuing on here tonight. But right now, it's time for the trophy dash, folks. All of these guys, again, locked into the race. So let's have some good racing here in just a few moments. Again, while we have at least one more lap here under yellow flag conditions, we do want to remind you, if you like dirt track racing or asphalt racing and you just like watching it, make sure you please give us a subscribe. We're broadcasting races almost every night of the week, sometimes multiple races. Saying like tonight, we have 2 at the same time, 1 asphalt, 1 dirt. So make sure you give us a thumbs up on the race and a subscribe if you like it. That being said, folks, looks like we are going green flag racing. Green flag is in the air. John Batista getting a great start out front. We have beaten and banging all over the back of the field here, as William Evans is going to get the worst end of that. It looks like that will bring out a yellow flag. That indeed will bring out a yellow flag, so we'll take a quick look here if we can see what happened. Already seeing some beating and banging going on back here, folks. They were 2 and 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Just a lot of beating and banging. No foul play on anybody's end. Just unfortunate. That is what happens from time to time. When you get this many good drivers all battling for that same real estate, it is very difficult to determine who's going to come out on top. These guys are professionals at what they do here. So they can get this sorted out. It may take them a lap or 2 to get it done, but we will get it going. Right out front is John Batista, William Evans, followed by the 38 of Tim Smith, the 28 of Zach Brown, 727 of, who we said that was, right, it was Jack Freeze, brand new driver. Sorry about that, Jack. We are just getting familiar with you as you are new here. Zach Brown's getting spun around there. That will bring out another caution. We did not even get to really wave the green flag before that one came out. So we will take a look and see what happened there. This could be a repeat of last night, folks. We hope it's not. These guys are beating and banging right now, going 4-5 wide. Zach Brown's done. Just beating there, a little rubbing, almost flipping it over. So good for him. He did not flip that over. That would have ended his night. He would have had to start at the back of the trophy or the feature 5 rows here. So he would have been in the feature, but he would have been at the back of the first 5 rows. So he will be in the back now anyway, but his night is not over because he did not flip that car. So he just will tag the back. We will get going up to the front now. Out front is John Batista right now in that 38 machine. Interesting note here, you have the 39 out front though, but he is not the fastest one in this session here. Justin Chapman is by .010. Chapman being a little bit further back here. It looks like he is in about 5th. So 5th on the track, but 5th or 6th maybe. He is the fastest car in the session right now, but he is not out front. Green flag drops once again here at Eldora Speedway. John Batista getting a great start over William Evans in the 711 machine. We will see if he has anything for him as we look a little bit further back to the back here. Jack Freeze, brand new driver, putting on a heck of a run, currently in 4th or 5th there. Gonna pass not John Batista, sorry about that. Nate Davis in that 36 machine, he will pass him. Oh, Nate Davis getting into him, collecting them both. That will bring out a caution, folks, as we have 2 highly damaged cars out on the track. So let's take a look and see exactly what happened there. think this go from the lap before. They were battling it hard. Jack Freeze getting by Nate Davis. Nate Davis going to be trying to make a move. Freeze may have got into the wall just a little bit there. But Nate Davis just going up and collecting Freeze and himself into that outside wall. Luckily not hitting the catch fence, but both of them on their sides with heavy, heavy damage to the front of those cars. That will bring out another caution here, folks. So quite a few cautions here in the Trophy Dash. Again, these guys are already locked in, so they have no real reason to battle too hard, but at the same time, they want to start up front in those first 5 rows. Nobody wants to be back on the 5th row in 10th place. They would much rather start out front, as it looks like William Evans is going to give John Batista a little push there. And here, I'll help you go a little faster. I'll give you a little love tap. No harm in that. These guys race each other all the time. They know each other. They like each other. They're good friends on and off the track. But right now, it's all about getting out here and getting a good spot. So you've got to try to get by them. And you've got to be up on your best game, your A game here, if you want to get by him. John Batista will probably have a really good start here. William Evans is going to have to do anything and everything he can to get a great start with him, as it's a little more difficult because he does not have control of the restart like John Batista does. Alright, green flag is out. They are all way at the bottom there. Great start for everybody. We'll look a little further back though. Justin Chapman may have some competition from Stephen Renaud right now, as he's going to try. They're going to be battling really hard. That's 4th, 5th, and 6th right now. And again, John Batista is moving to the front. Zach Rounds a little bit further back, trying to do what he can to get by Roger Wagner in that 31 machine. He's going to try to work him over hard, trying to get to that inside. That's what he's got to do. Is they almost touch there. You do not want to wheel hop him. That is the worst thing you can do. That will end somebody's night very quickly here in open wheel racing. But he will get by him here at the line, but about a half a car length. Roger Wagner going to try to put a slide job back on him, but he cannot complete it. So he will settle for falling right behind Zach Rounds and lose that position. Up front, still all about John Batista, as he is leading every lap of the Trophy Dash here. We'll follow just a little bit back. The biggest battle right now we have is between the 7-11 and 38. Again, that is Tim Smith and William Evans. That is for 2nd and 3rd. So we will see if the 38 of Tim Smith has anything for William Evans. That 7-11 machine here. And that is for starting outside pole. If you finish in 2nd, you will be on the outside pole. Right now, it's looking like John Batista will be out front, as we have yet another caution, or that may be it, folks. Nope, that will end the Trophy Dash. So it's going to be John Batista, William Evans, Tim Smith, Corey Henry, Justin Chapman, Stephen Renaud, Zach Rounds, Roger Wagner, Nate Davis, and the 727 of Jack Freeze is going to be how they finish here in the Trophy Dash. So that's how they will line up in the feature race coming up very shortly. Alright folks, we are going to step away for just a moment. Again, before we do, make sure if you are new, if you like what you see here, give us a subscription and a thumbs up if you like the race. Make sure you let us know you like it. That's one reason that keeps us going here every night that we do this, is the fans and the drivers. So again, make sure you give us that thumbs up and subscription if you like it, and we will be right back with the B main. Alright folks, they're going to let them go out for just a minute here, get a little warm up for a few minutes, get some laps on these tires, just a little more seat time for them. So that being said, we will go on board with our T&D Rustic Decor onboard camera. Let you see what it's like to drive one of these cars as they take just a few practice laps around here, and then we'll be right back again with your B-Main. Alright folks, we are back. Had a few issues there. We had to get the driver back into the track here, but he is still having some connection issues there. But regardless, we are going to the B main here. Gonna be green flag racing very shortly. Alright, remember, this is the B main here, folks. Only the top 10 guys will advance to the feature race. So about 4 or 5 of these guys will be going home. So we'll see who those drivers are going to be. We'll be taking 20 drivers to the A main feature, whatever you want to call it. That's where we'll be going right after this race. So make sure you hang tight with us, folks. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you like the race and a subscribe if you have not, because we will be bringing this to you 4 to 5 times a week, plus some asphalt racing thrown in there. And we have a action-packed race coming tomorrow night with the American Dirt Late Model Series. They are tied in with this group, and you will see a lot of these guys here tomorrow night as well, running the Pro Late Models. So hang tight for that one tomorrow night as well, as it will be some great racing as always. But coming out onto the track right now again is your B main. Going to be Michael Hembold, Barry King, Jess Volt, Evan Black, Dustin Sizemore, Bob Ramundo, Johnny Bell, Brad Dyer, Brandon Kreutz, Paul Crumride, Craig Levan, Danny Breeden, James Pileski, Danny Waller Jr., and Aaron Theriot. Aaron Theriot's been saying he's been having some internet issues, so we will take a look and see if we see him blinking any here tonight. He said if he makes the A by some freak chance, he might not be racing. So we will be checking in on that, as they are going to be going green flag racing in just about a lap or two. These guys are getting all set up here. Craig Levan in the 610 machine going to be out front, followed by the outside of 44 of Brandon Kreutz. Alright, looks like we are nice and tightly bunched up here. We'll see if green flag drops. Green flag in the air. Paul Crumride getting way out of shape. May have had some help there, pushing him out of shape. That is not what he wanted to see, as again, only the top 10 are going to make it here. Take a look back. He's gathered it back up, though. Brandon Kreutz, Brad Dyer almost getting together in turn 4 there. Sorry about that. So that will not bring out a caution. They do not collect each other. And we have a nice little battle going on between the 93 and the 44. It is again Brandon Kreutz and James Pileski. They're going to battle hard. We got some battles going on all over the place here, folks. Take a look back there. We got a few little battles going on right up front. Is where we're going to focus for the moment. That is Craig Levan out there in the front in the 610 machine. Sorry about that. He is out front, followed by Brad Dyer in second, and the 44 Brandon Kreutz. Brandon Kreutz putting on a great run here in maybe what is only his second race in this league. So we will see how he does. Right now he will advance, starting on about the 11th or 12th row, be the 12th row based on his current position. So we will see how he does. Dustin Sizemore, one that we don't typically see in the B main. He's usually up in the trophy dash. If not, he's usually running in the first 3 or 4 spots. And now he's running about 5th here in the B main. So not normal to see him back here. Danny Waller Jr. back there battling with him in about 8th spot or so. 8th or 9th, the 004. Oh, 004. That is Jess Voigt getting into, who was that, folks? Looked like Danny Waller Jr. No, it was not. So for that, Danny Breeden flipping it over. So let's take a look and see what happened there as that brings out our first caution here. Looked like the 004 got into the 212. Nope, they just got bunched up there, had nowhere to go, and Danny Breeden will roll that car over, land back on his wheels, but he will be in pit road after that. He is currently off the track here as we are under caution for the first time. Now the rule is in heat races or in mains, if you roll it, you are done. That would signify too much damage to repair the car. So unfortunately, Danny Breeden is out of this race. That only leaves, well, we've had 15 that were in here. We have 2 out now. Aaron Theriot is out of the race as well. So 13 cars, so only 3 cars remaining that will not make the feature race here. So we will keep an eye on that and see who's going home and who is going to be making it to the feature race. Dustin Sizemore's currently locked in. Take a look back here. The last 3 are going to be 004, the 53, and the 10. So the 10 car, Barry King, is the first car not making it. The 76 car is your cutoff spot. So that's where we're going to try to pay a lot of attention to, as he is the last car that will be making it to the feature race here in just a few minutes, folks. Probably about 10 to 12 minutes or so, we will be going to the feature race. And again, he is that cutoff spot as they're lining up, getting ready. We should go green flag racing here very shortly. Alright, looks like we're going to take one more lap. No, green flag's out. He held them way late. That is not normally done, so he held them there a little bit longer than they expected, probably. So we're going to take a look back again with the 76. That is Johnny Bell, last car that will transfer. 12 laps to go here in this B main. We're going to see if Barry King in that 10 machine has anything for Johnny Bell in the 67. And that's where they need to be. They've got to get by him if they want to advance to the feature race here tonight. So far, Johnny Bell has no competition. He's riding clear and high right now. He has no traffic, no competition from any of the guys behind him. That is the 10 of Barry King. Look at Bob Raimondo in the 004 of Jess Voigt. None of those guys really putting any competition on him, no pressure. He's just got to run his line and keep going where he is. Take a little bit of look up front, and we have still Craig Levan in that 610 machine out front leading this race. Dustin Sizemore putting on a good little battle too, back there in about 5th. Let's see if the 93 has anything for him. Again, the 93 is James Pileski. So we will take a look and see if he's got anything for him tonight. He might just do it. He does fall back a little bit. The 92 is going to try to get by him of Evan Black. Evan Black will have that spot coming on the back stretch, but we'll see if he can hold it, as the 93 is going to dive it in right here and try to get him back at the line. And they are dead even at the line, folks. And that is back for about 6th, 7th position. So they are just dead even right now. Let me cross the line. 5 to go when they cross the line here, folks. We only have 5 laps left. These guys have got to battle hard. Take a look back still. Johnny Bell looks to be your cutoff spot. So we will see if anybody's got by him. It doesn't look like they have, though. So there's 3 cars behind him still. That is where he needs to be to stay in the feature race. Bob Raimondo did get by Barry King, though. But I just do not know if he has enough laps to try to get by Johnny Bell to go to the feature race. Looks like their night will be over here in about 3 laps or so. I don't know. Bob Raimondo may have something for Johnny Bell here. He's definitely closing in on him. He just had to get by Barry King. If he doesn't, he's going to be wishing he had got by King a few laps ahead. Now that he is by, he is catching in and closing in on the 76 of Johnny Bell. Again, that's a 53 of Bob Ramundo. He is catching him, but I just don't think he has enough time to get by him. As King into the wall hard, single car crash. May not bring out a caution. He's right in the groove, though. We'll see if that does. So far, no caution. And the race is over anyway, folks, so that will end it. So, again, Johnny Bell, your cutoff spot. Bob Ramundo, 004 of Jesse Voigt and Barry King going home tonight. Everybody else will advance to the feature race. So again, we will be right back, folks, with your feature race here tonight. So hang tight with us and don't go anywhere. We will get right to our national anthem real fast, though, before we step away. And then, again, we'll be back with your feature race.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We take you down onto the track.
Alright folks, we are back with your feature race here tonight. So for the ones that are new, if we have anyone out there that has not been with us, the way DSRL and the American Dirt Late Model Series work, they run on their own. They do not let iRacing control most of their stuff except for this race here. The way this race will work is they have 43 laps on the books here, but they're only going to race 40 of them. As soon as iRacing gives them the green flag, they will not take it. Race control will throw a yellow flag, and at that point they will get in the correct order based on how they finished in heat races, trophy dash, and the B main here tonight. Once they get in the correct order, they will do that within those 3 extra laps. That point, race control will give them the green flag once again, and we will go green flag racing. At that point, iRacing will take over the race. So caution laps will count at that point. They did not count earlier in the heats and the mains and the trophy dash, but they will count in the main event here tonight. So hang tight, and we will go green flag racing for your feature race 40 laps here tonight very soon. We do want to remind everyone, also, if you have not subscribed, please do so. Give us a thumbs up on the race. We are planning a 3,000 subscriber money race, so we will give money out to the race fans in chat along with the drivers. We're going to be giving, I think it is 60 and 60, so we will break it up and give 62 drivers along with 60 to the fans here in chat. So we're breaking it up. We may give 30, 20, 10. We may give 5, 10. You never know. We will let multiple people win, though, by asking trivia questions, stuff like that, whatever it happens to be. But again, make sure you are subscribed to be notified of that race. Be checking often, because when we hit 3,000, we will start announcing it, getting it planned, and then we will put it on the hosted session of iRacing. But again, it's for the fans here in chat too. You are the reason that we keep doing this. It looks like the lights are out on the pace truck here. Again, we are not going to go green flag racing. Yellow has been thrown once again. These guys will get in the correct order here, and then we go green flag racing after that. Alright, you see them now. They are getting in the correct order. John Batista going to be out front, it looks like. We'll switch over to him real fast. These guys are going to have 3 laps to get in the correct order. They know what they're doing. They do it 5 nights a week. We are here Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. So 4 or 5 nights a week. We do have other plans coming for multiple races coming each night. With the modifieds coming around the corner, we will be looking at that very shortly too. That being said, we have about 1 lap left to go, so we will read off your HRE starting lineup. Going to be John Batista, William Evans, Tim Smith, Corey Henry, Justin Chapman, Stephen Renaud, Zach Brown, Roger Wagner, Nate Davis, Jack Freeze. In your top 10, 11th and on, Craig Levan, Brandon Kreutz, Paul Crumry, Brandon Dyer, Justin Sizemore, Evan Black, James Pileski, Danny Waller Jr., Michael Hembolden, and Johnny Bell. As we are on the last lap here, we're going to be going green flag racing. Alright, green flag is in the air. Now this race is in iRacing's hand, folks, as we have battles going on all over the place. Green flag again has been dropped. A little further back here with Brandon Kreutz, Craig Levan, Jack Freeze, Nate Davis. They are 4 wide, folks, coming out of turn 4 there. They are still 3 and 4 wide up there. That is Zach Rounds, 31 of Roger Wagner, Justin Chapman, Stephen Renaud, all putting on a great battle for round 6 to 9th place. They still are 3 wide going into turn 2 and out of turn 2 onto the back stretch. They're putting on a heck of a battle here for you tonight, folks. We will see just who comes out the winners. They're still almost 3 wide. Nate Davis almost touching the back bumper of Zach Rounds. Does not. 727. That is Jack Freeze touching that outside wall. Recovers from it very well, though. Does not wreck, as he will try to get that spot from Nate Davis now. Again, that is for 8th position. Green flag racing here. All 8 laps so far, putting on a great race. William Evans up front, running in 2nd here. John Batista still out front in the 39 machine. So we will see if anybody has anything for John Batista tonight, as a caution will come out, and it's going to be for Nate Davis. So we will see what happened here, folks. Alright, we'll see if he had any help here or not. Nate Davis looks running fine there. Not sure what happened. Had a little bit of a tap from Roger Wagner. Nothing major. Not sure. Just got him a little bit out of shape. That was not a hard contact. Not one you would expect to possibly end in a caution. But it did put him into that outside fence a little bit. Just got him a tad bit out of shape. But so far, John Batista leading all 10 laps of the race. He is your current leader, followed by William Evans. And take a look at the top 5. John Batista, William Evans, Tim Smith, and Stephen Renaud and Justin Chapman are your top 5 after 10 laps. Going to be 11 laps here. And I have 1 more lap to go before we take the green flag again. We have completed 11 laps. We're on lap 12 of 43. Sorry about that, folks. A little tongue twisted, but we are going to be going green flag racing this next time by. Alright, again, lights are off on the pace truck. John Batista going to be leading them to the green flag here. Pace truck is making that turn in. John Batista, green flag is dropped, getting a great start there over William Evans and Tim Smith. Stephen Renaud back in fourth. Again, Justin Chapman back in fifth place. So we will look through this field here. Zach Rounds in sixth. Roger Wagner back in seventh. We got a nice little battle going on all through the field right now. Jack Flees, new driver, back in 8th place right now. Randy Kreutz, fairly new driver as well, in 9th. And Craig Levan back in 10th place. That 610 machine. We will see if he can get any higher right now. Just looking outside the top 10 is the 356 machine of Brad Dyer there. And he gets in 11th, just outside the top 10. Paul Crumry battling 4 wide going into turn 3 and 4. Paul Crumry gets into the back of the 92, Evan Black, and he will spin him around, and that will bring out a caution. Take a look at that one more time, as that will hurt the 92 quite significantly, as he's going to lose a lot of front end of there. The front wing is gone off that car. Paul Crumry going, making it 4 wide right there with the 93, 92, and 16. Just tags his back bumper, spins him around. Oh, and is it the 96, I believe? No, 86, taking the nose off of his car of Evan Black in that 92. So that, nothing he could do about that. Michael Hembold had nowhere to go except for right into him, and that will take off his nose again. So that was unfortunate. Nothing he could do about it. But looking back up front again, your leader is John Batista, leading all 17 laps completed here, as we are on the lap 18, going to be going green on lap 19. Looks like the lights are off on the pace truck. Nope, they are on, folks. Sorry about that. Had a little trickery there. The lights are still on. So we will be going green flag racing on lap 20 of 43 here tonight. Had 2 cautions already for 6 laps, still 25 laps to go. No lead changes. Again, John Batista leading all 18 laps here tonight. All right, we are going green flag racing this time by. Pace truck is in, green flag is out, and John Batista getting a great start, just as he always does. Tim Smith back in the 38 machine, back in 2nd place. He may have something to say about that, as he's got a great run there. Let's see if he can get to the inside or the outside. Whichever line's working, we will get to the top of these drivers after the race to see just which line was working best for him, if it was multi-grooves or not. But right now, they are all about middle way of the track. You look at the top 3, Batista, Smith, and Evans are your top 3 drivers right now. So all 3 of them are kind of pulling away from the rest of the field. We look back at Stephen Renaud in 4th place, has got a little bit of a gap over 6th place. Zach Rounds in the 5th place, as now Chapman is going to catch up with Zach Rounds. So we got little bitty battles going all over the field here, folks, as they're in little groups, spread out 2-3 cars at a time. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right, check back on some of our new drivers. Jack Flees in 8th place right now, followed by Brandon Kreutz in the 9th place in the 44 machine. Have to take a little bit further back to see Evan Black in 17th place right now in that 92 machine, after having his nose taken off. Did get that damage fixed, but he is currently in that, as we have Danny Waller Jr. on the outside wall. We'll see if that brings out a caution. So far it is not. Keep an eye, folks. He is off the track, no caution out. So Tim Smith will take the lead. John Batista back to second. Not sure what happened there, but Batista lost 2 spots. We were thinking a caution was going to come out while that happened. Now Batista back in 4th, back in 3rd again. They're battling Steven Renaud and Batista for 3rd and 4th right now. So we did not get to see what happened there. But again, our new leader is Tim Smith. John Batista is losing more and more spots as he's going to lose that spot to Steven Renaud and potentially lose a spot to Zach Rounds, who will beat him to the line here. Again, not really sure what happened there. We will definitely find out after the race, or if we have time during the caution, if we have another one, to find out what happened there, as he's lost 4 spots and may potentially lose one to Chapman here. Again, that is 4th, 5th, and 6th that they are battling. Looking a little further up front, though, Tim Smith can possibly win his first race here tonight. We have about 12 laps to go left in this race. Oh! Not sure who that was, folks. Somebody hard into the wall, though. The 115. That is Steven Renaud. That was running great up front. Not even sure what happened to him. Looked like he shot out to the wall like a rocket. We'll see if he had any help or if something may have broke on that car. He was running fine right here. May have had a little bit of help from the 28 and wouldn't call him clipping him or even really getting into him too much. Just gave him a little love tap and it turned him into the outside wall. Again, I would not say the 28 had a whole lot of play in that, but it may have possibly had something to do with it, folks. Tim Smith still out front as your leader. I'm not sure what exactly. He just gave him a slight little wiggle there and may have just overcorrected it. Not real sure. It's so hard to tell from up here in the booth, as we don't have the best point, but it may have been a little bit of contact and a little bit of overcorrecting and just hammered that outside wall. That will tear that car up as he is off the track now on the pit road there in his pit stall. Ten laps to go here. Lights are off, it looks like, on the pace truck. So we will go green flag racing with 9 laps to go here at Eldora Speedway. Alright, pace truck's in. Green flag is out. 9 laps to go right here across the line, folks. Again, we have 9 laps to go. The 38 of Tim Smith. Great run, so we'll take a little further back. The battle's going to be for 2nd and 3rd right now. That is Zach Rounds and William Evans. We'll see if anybody has anything. Justin Chapman going to 4th place now over John Batista. So we'll see if Chapman has anything for Rounds, as he's going to dive to the bottom right now. One of the few drivers we've seen down there in the heat, or in the feature race here. Even in the mains, there weren't too many people down there in that B main. So we'll see if Chapman found something, as it looks like he may. He's going to try to squeeze by Zach Rounds here in turn 4. And they are almost dead even at the line. Maybe Zach Rounds edging him out by about a tire, if anything. And a caution will come out, so we will definitely take a look here. Paul Crumry upside down. Brandon Kreutz also upside down. We'll take a look here and see what exactly happened there, so we should still have a few more laps left. Alright, so there are little touches with even been going on the major. Let's see here. Oh! We already had Brandon Kreutz was already around Paul Crumry, just a victim of the situation. So, not sure what happened to Brandon Kreutz, but he was already around when Paul Crumry came to him and just was collected in on that. So again, your leader still is the 38 of Tim Smith, leading 17 laps here. John Batista leading 22, currently back in 5th place. But we have 4 laps to go here, folks. Lights should be going out if they're not already out. Nope, lights are not off, but we will go green flag racing before this race is said and done. So we should end under green here tonight, folks. Alright, so we are going green flag racing this time by. Regardless of what happened, folks, we are going to stay right up here on these top 5 cars, because that is where the podium finishes are, in those top 3. So that is where we're going to stay for the remainder of this race. We're going to go green flag racing. 2 laps to go here, folks, when they cross the line. Tim Smith out front. John Batista is going to try to dive it down low and get by Zach Rounds. He did complete the pass, but got passed right back. Again, that is for 3rd spot. John Batista wants it back. He's led the most laps here. Probably not going to win, as we are on the final lap now, as we've got a battle brewing up front now. William Evans and Tim Smith. William Evans going to try to dive it to the inside here. Does not have it, though. But 3rd place may be the question up for battle, as they were 3 wide. John Batista will take home 3rd. So what a finish to that race. Take a look back here, folks. It's not a wreck. We want to see that replay again. We didn't get a good look at it, so we'll see it right here. These 3 cars right here, the 57, the 28, and the 39. 3 wide going to the checkered flag right here. And it's, well, that was close, but it gave it to John Batista. So John Batista will edge out Zach Rounds. Barely, if anything, by a bumper. Alright, folks, don't go anywhere. Hang tight. We will be right back with your top 3 interviews. Alright, folks, we are back with our top 3 drivers. Starting in 3rd place, John Batista. You got a copy?
Yeah, I sure do.
First off, as far as those last about 2 laps, probably had the most interesting race going on. We had to actually go back and look at the replay to see if you actually edged out Zach Rounds. It looked like you may have got him by the dirt on your front tire. Is it looked that close? Did it look that close on your end?
Yeah, I actually couldn't believe the run I got off for there. Well, I didn't really get a run, but I kind of had a good entry, and that helped me carry through the rest of the corner. But there were so many lines to run there the last few laps that I had no idea were there, just because I didn't have a chance to run them there at the beginning. But I really had nothing to lose there that last restart, so I stuck it low. I knew there was grip there on the bottom of 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 was kind of a mess. But took a leap of faith there in the center of 3 and 4, and I just held it about half throttle to keep me straight, and it worked.
That's what we were looking at. We saw a few people experimenting down on the bottom, so it seemed to be they were running kind of the middle groove. So like you said, you experimented with that bottom. It worked out for you. You got 3rd. Again, we had to go back and watch that replay just to see. Y'all were actually 3 wide coming across the start-finish line. You, Chapman, and Zach Rounds. But as far as the track itself tonight, we didn't see any major ruts forming in it. It looked fairly smooth. So out there on the track yourself, did you see any forming, or was it pretty smooth from your point of view as well?
No, it was pretty smooth. It might have been a little bumpy in 3 and 4, but it wasn't anything crazy.
That's what we were about spot
Not
on.
like those 410s put out.
Yeah, those 410s, yeah, they would make it a little ruddy out there. But as always, round this interview out with any sponsors, anyone you give a shout out to for your third place finish here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank you for broadcasting every week. Roger from these on. That was a good track tonight. Glad we got a multi-lane track. Good win to Tim. That was just a great slide job.
All right. Well said. And moving on to second place, William Evans. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
First off, I can't remember if we've had you in the booth before. But that being said, congrats on a second place finish here. So, with that said, going into the night, did you plan on the top three? Were you trying for the A main, or were you fairly confident coming in? You thought you could pull out a top three and possibly a win here tonight?
I mean, I'm always going for top three at least. I was confident where I was, but I knew I had a lot of fast guys behind me on that last lap. They were all coming.
Yeah, you definitely put on a great show out there tonight. So as far as those, we had a few people experimenting down on the bottom. Did you think about possibly trying to get down there and experiment to try to get by Tim, or were you just gonna try to run behind him and hopefully see if he possibly made a mistake?
That last lap, I went down on the bottom on 1 and 2, and there was a lot of grip there that wasn't there before. And then I did it again in 3 and 4, and there was nothing there.
Yeah, so this track day, that's kind of what we were seeing. We were talking to John too. It's this track has totally different corners for some reason. One corner may have, or one set of turns may have a lot of moisture. The other one doesn't. So you definitely have to adjust your line accordingly, as we saw some people going higher in one and lower in the other. But again, a great finish overall, second place. So any sponsors, any shout-outs you want to give for your second place finish?
Just a big thanks to you for putting on the broadcast. Thanks to everybody that makes this happen.
All right. Moving on to, again, the man of the hour, your race winner, Tim Smith. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
And I know, as far as I know, this is the first time we have had you in the booth, especially as a winner here. So, to my records, this is the first time winner for you. So, how does it feel to be in victory lane here tonight?
Actually, got top 3 in the late models once, but this is first win in one of these, so pretty happy about it. I haven't raced in about 3 weeks. This is the second race today. Was this one, so.
Yeah, that's about right. Because, yeah, God, we do too many of these races. We lose track of who gets in the booth with us. But, yeah, you definitely put on a good show. You were just shy. Batista led 22. You led 21 laps. So y'all basically split it right down the middle as to who led the most laps. But looking behind you with the few cautions we did have, especially knowing that last caution with 2 laps to go when we took the green, did you think anyone might try to stick it down on the inside and get by you, or were you confident as long as you got that good start you needed that you could hold them off?
Yeah, before that caution, I was watching the guys behind me. They kept going lower, and they were gaining on me. I had pretty much just committed to the top. I was going to make them go around the bottom of me if they could. Definitely didn't want to see that last caution come out, or maybe if it would have came out 1 lap later and just ended it. But it all worked out for the best.
Yeah, you definitely brought home the win tonight. So we'll keep this short for you tonight. Any sponsors, anyone you want to give a shout out to before you go celebrate this win?
No sponsors. If anybody wants to sponsor me, I'm open for anybody. But big thanks to you guys and Roger and everybody that puts us on. This is really cool.
All right, well, folks, that was your top 3 again. Tim Smith coming home with the win, followed by William Evans and John Batista. We have one more piece of business we've got to take care of before we sign off for the night, and that is our official results here. Again, coming in first, Tim Smith, followed by William Evans, John Batista, Zach Rouse, Justin Chapman, Roger Wagner, Jack Fries, James Plesky, Evan Black, Craig Levan, Brad Dyer, Michael Hembold, Brandon Kreutz, Sorry about that. Go to Brandon Cruz, Dustin Sizemore, Johnny Bell, 16th through 20th, Nate Davis, Paul Crumrye, Danny Waller Jr., and Steven Renaud. Those will be your official results there, folks. The ones not making it into the race here are going to be Bob Ramundo, Danny Breeden, Jesse Vold, Aaron Thuriot, and Barry King. Those are the drivers that unfortunately did not make it here in the feature race. Give a shout out to them for coming out each week. They try their hardest, and sometimes it doesn't work out, but they definitely put their best foot forward, and we will see them again here next week. So on behalf of MaxSpeedTV and Dirt Slingers Racing League, we will see you next Saturday night, and we will also see you next Sunday, or this coming Sunday, sorry about that, folks, for the American Dirt Late Model Series, with some great pro late model series coming your way again tomorrow night.